When you look at the Bible and Christianity, there's something about dominion over animals. And I'm wondering in what you're saying that when the white people, and we'll speak about the Afrikaners, because they call South Africa the fatherland, the fatherland.
Fatherland or father's land?
Maybe father's land.
Okay, no, thank you.
So they could have categorized black people as part of the animals and nature that God has given us to take care of and look after. And like any other animal, we'll take care of you, but you don't need nice clothes and a nice house. I mean, we found you naked here. Our job is to create these nice systems so that you're okay. And obviously we'll use you like we use a cow or a donkey or a horse.
Again, we're back to theology, Panuel, where as early and as late as the 1950s, 60s, even into the early 70s, the theology of the Catholics and the theology of many of the Christian white-dominated supremacist churches. Maybe in that light, can you study Sarah Batman and the rest of them, where the theology was that actually blacks don't have a soul. They're not human beings.
They're animals. They make animal sounds. They live in bushes with nature like any other animal we've seen. They're like apes.
And now when you begin to speak English like a black man, then the same white people come and say, yeah, you're not like them.
Yes.
Who are them? It's almost like this whole process is of whitening of the black man,
yes,
like they did in Egypt and Algeria and some of the coastal lands in the Arab world. It's actually a crime against humanity. That the genocides that are happening in Germany, in Namibia, the genocides that are happening, and some of the wars that were fought in Africa, even KwaZulu-Natal. If you watch Shaka the Zulu and some of the documentaries, some of those white people did not believe they were fighting human beings. The savages. I went to KwaZulu-Natal. If you get to the Hilton Hotel in Durban,
yes,
just after passing McDonald's there, when you're entering into Durban,
yes,
there is a Hilton here. If you look on your left, there's a police station, big police station behind. There's a graveyard in there, a cemetery of the top-ranking soldiers in the British, etc. I would try to go there now. I found that they have deleted some of the information and they rechanged that placard. But when I was there in 1994, 95, 96, I was working in Durban. There's a beautiful park and there's some nice sepulchres and stuff like that. But they're nice, beautiful, lush. So I'll go and read there. So I'm walking past this grave and I see this big image of, stone with British, those funny heads of theirs and guns that have
God save the Queen,
that have banners in front of them, and it's written at the bottom there, "Here are the gallant soldiers who died while fighting the savages." In black and white, written on stone. I went there, they've deleted it, they removed it, because I think that's where war begins.
Yes.
Where you call me a savage, and then you go to define what is a savage.
It's barbarian, a kafir, a
not just
animal, soulless.
Ruthless, soulless, senseless, mindless, Christianless person. If person is even included in that. So when you begin to talk about...
science used to say black people, Africans, are 3/5 human at some point. Not full human.
And now when science is coming up, proper science is coming up and it's telling us that Africans actually were a 9 and whites are a 6 in terms of our genetic makeup. We actually are of a superior race than they are.
The original man.
Will they be able to publish that now? They don't even have skin to protect them from the sun. Later on, the empathy and the heart is sikhe. So if you see someone that is struggling, your heart goes out for them. Right now, we can be walking together, me and you. We find a black man struggling. We find a white man struggling. Come on, tell me the truth. Where would your heart go? Naturally.
To the white man.
Come on.
He shouldn't be there.
I'm at home at least. When I'm fit, but something in us, in that empathy.
We have to protect the white
man. We are not like them. And what I'm afraid of many times is that this colonial system will make us like them, will reduce us to be like them.
I'm becoming like them, I have to confess.
And then you end up also having to put aside your humanness to deal with a system that is inhuman.
Have you watched a movie called Scarface, Al Pacino, where he says, I'll be the bad guy? It gets to a point sometimes when you study history where some of us feel called upon to become the Genghis Khan, Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso, where you say, I will assimilate to the animal. I will study him the same way he studied us so that we can infiltrate. And I'll be the bad guy and you'll call me names.
And
but later on, my people will prosper.
hell will break loose. Let me announce it on your platform, Panuel. Ladies and gentlemen around the world, particularly the colonial and the white system, the fact that we are human and we are forgiving and we are kind does not mean that we are not thoughtful. We are not aware of what is happening. South Africa is a miracle. Zimbabwe is a miracle. Kenya is a miracle. That people who raped our mothers, maimed our fathers, took our land, butchered and sidelined us. Right now, you could still be walking side by side, drinking teas together, crossing each other on the malls. And once in a while, when you get excited as a white community, you shoot us on your farms, calling us monkeys. You set dogs on us because we're inhuman. You better watch out when you tamper with people that have both the strength and the numbers. When justice will be required, you who is committing the crime, you will no longer be here. But I bet you better make it good by your own children, because you are living a residue of perpetual hatred. It may take 50 years, it may take 100 years, but one morning people will wake up and say, I'm an illegal immigrant in Australia. I'm an alien in America. I'm a foreigner in Britain. Where is my home? Where is my land? And these small little pieces of land that you have taken for yourselves and build yourself lush houses, these small little properties that you beat your chest around, you're going to leave your children with a big, heavy 1 milestone hanging on their necks. And when that generation comes up, you are fortunate enough you're dealing still with us. They're lucky. Ask me why. Ask me why.
Why?
We still believe in Jesus. If a man claps you one cheek,
turn the other cheek.
Give him the other cheek. If a man takes your jacket, give him the waistcoat also. If a man forces you to walk with me, walk 2 miles. But as we are teaching right now an African spirituality, going back to our roots, and we are weaning the children away from the titi of Christianity into their African roots. They will want access to their rivers. They will want access to their forests. They will want access to their mountains, where they can practice their own spirituality. And when that day comes, you will wish you had listened to my instructions. I am saying this in a futuristic way. This is a prophecy I'm giving you.